it gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bulldogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him. And everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage of running backs. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Etienne. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped you.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out in the flat. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk of play. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The Bulldogs are on the move. The inside handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Under fire. Hauls it in. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Wants to throw again. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a box.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldog. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Hard running there. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in the Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Creates a little room. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on third down, that's what's going to happen.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. A first down for the offense. Off play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. it. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown aside. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. On target to the left. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And back to the air on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. On target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On first down, here comes this offense. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now on second down. They just keep firing. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Throwing right. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. In the red area, it's Miranda. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? Takes the handoff. It's Miranda. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punts it out of the air. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Fresno State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Fresno State working from the red zone. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's strong. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, you get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Hey, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. He's got the tight end. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Fresno State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Makes a man miss. It's a fumble on the play. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
35, Nebraska 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running to the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a